You've been asking yourself, what is wrong with me? You're not crying all day, but you're not fully here either. Life feels foggy, off, dull. It's not depression, it's disorientation. And when you understand the difference, everything softens. In this video, I'll help you name what this really is and why your nervous system is doing exactly what it needs to do. Let's talk about naming this fog. It's not always depression. Depression is a clinical condition. Disorientation is a spiritual and emotional fragmentation. And many women mislabel their in-between phase as depression when it's actually not. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I am not in a position to tell you whether you're depressed or not. Only you and your doctor would be able to look at that. What I can tell you is that disorientation at this phase after your trauma or life quake is something that is 100% normal and natural and to be expected. Whatever you've been through personally is over now. And so just like when that began, it drew a line in the sand that once you were inside of that, you had left the person that you were before that behind. And you did all the things that were necessary for you to make it to the other side. And then there's another line in the sand of, okay, that's behind me. And here I am now. Well, where you are now is a new threshold. And it's kind of like you're on this skinny little strip of land that you've crossed where you used to live, who you used to be, and you're not yet to that new place where you're going. So you're in this little in-between. Some women, they're just right in there making a priority of, okay, I'm going to figure this out and I'm going to move forward. Others, it feels totally discombobulating. And I think that's the more common thing, that it's so disoriented. It's like, wait a minute, I haven't fully processed what I just came out of. And now I'm supposed to step into something new. And, my friends and other people are all happy and excited, and they all expect me to feel a certain way and be living a certain way. And I'm just not there yet. Is there something wrong with me? No, there is nothing wrong with you. And I almost said F other people's expectations, but that's exactly what you should be doing, is forget about other people's expectations. What someone else thinks you should be doing at this point, or feeling or thinking, they're not you. And the only person's thoughts and feelings that matter right now are yours. And you take this at your speed, because none of them have been through the exact thing that you just went through. So I don't care if it's something that millions of other women have been through. No one's experience is the same. And you cannot judge yourself by what someone else did when they got to the other side. And if you are feeling this disorientation, sit with it. There are things that you can do that will help you move forward if you feel like you're ready to do that. But I call this the truth threshold, because this is where You move into your own personal truth, what's true for you, what speaks to your soul, what comes from your heart. And so you need time to get there. And there's a reason why this disorientation happens after crisis. Your old identity has dissolved, no matter how hard you've tried to hang on to it. And the new one just isn't formed yet. So your nervous system is trying to reorient without a clear map of where it is that you're going. And it's okay to be in this place of not knowing right now in this moment. You don't have to figure everything out like that. It's not necessary. So there are symptoms of this threshold disorientation, like loss of focus, feeling of flatness, low motivation, internal silence, and often confused for a lack of progress or backsliding. But that is totally not the case, totally not the case. And I know a lot of those symptoms sound very much like depression, and they can be very similar, which is why if you are concerned about being clinically depressed, then you might want to talk to your healthcare professional and have that conversation. But I just want you to know that there is a disorientation that is different. It's from a spiritual and emotional place. And there are ways that you can ground yourself without rushing in to fix it. You can do breath work. You can have gentle anchors, like rituals that you do that bring you back to a place where when you're disoriented, your energy is like it comes out of that grounded place, which when you're seated, that grounded space is like your sit bones. And when you're in this disorientation, your energy lifts out of that, and it's like it expands out of your body, and it's just floating around out there. So what you're trying to do is grab all that energy and bring it back in and focus that energy, pull it back down, and anchor it. And have that groundedness that you feel in your body. And you'll always hear me talking about meditation. Meditation is one of the best ways to ground yourself. And if you've never meditated and you're sure that you can't meditate, then set the timer on your phone for 1 minute. Close your eyes and just breathe. Pay attention to breathing in and breathing out, and try to slow your breathing down as much as possible. Like count out or into 4 and then out to 4. And then the next time do 5. And then the next time do 6. And you'll feel that calmness and groundedness coming in. And after 1 minute, you will feel what it's like to meditate, to have that grounded feeling. No, you might not be stopping the chatter for 1 minute, but it's not necessary to stop the chatter. The only thing you have to do with enough practice is to just let those thoughts move by like clouds. You see them, but you don't pay any attention to them. Nothing about meditation has to be perfect. You just have to close your eyes and sit and try to pull your energy down to your core. Okay? Micro reunions with yourself, like having an affirmation that you say that makes you feel connected, or journaling a few thoughts first thing in the morning. Doing a gratitude journal of 3 things you're grateful for before you go to bed at night can be Any tiny little thing, like having my dog sleeping on my lap while I'm doing this video. Just that warm, fuzzy feeling. You could be that you enjoyed your favorite tea in the afternoon as you sat outside just feeling the sun. It doesn't have to be major things. Anything can be what you're grateful for. So breath work, anchors, micro reunions with yourself, and really letting stillness be your medicine. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt off in a way that didn't feel like depression, but no one had language for it? If you have, then I'd love it if you would share a little bit about your experience in the comments, because I'm sure it would help other women. And if this gave you clarity, tap like, so this message finds the next woman who needs it. And if calm has felt impossible today, that's exactly what we'll explore in the next video.